Welcome to another video about Elden Ring, made by me, somebody who finally finished this first Souls game, as you can see right here. I'm going to do something that I am very against, and the link you'll see below as well. I don't like tire, tier, don't know how to explain that, anything like that, but I'm still going to do one. This is the tire of every boss I fought. Enjoy. The way to go. So what we're going to do is we're just going to rank bosses that I fought. Boss that I didn't fight will stay on the thing below. So all this, if I haven't fought it, I'm gonna rank it. I'm not gonna rank it. With that being said, it is time to actually rank the bosses of Elden Ring that I fought. And we're gonna do it as it is here. So, Battle Mage Huge is the first one. Didn't fight him. Not gonna rank him because I don't know how it is. Then Beast of Fair Missoula. First boss I actually beat. Very interesting boss to fight. But the problem is, if you're at Vera Missoula, you're going to beat them all, and they're really easy. It's going to be C. There's nothing specific or particular about them, so let's not do that. Bellbearing Hunter. Next one on there. Absolutely hate the guy. I think the mechanics are off. If you know how to fight him, he's really easy. I didn't know how to fight him. It took me a long time. Most of the time when I killed a couple of them, I was overpowered. The mechanics are nice, though, so I'm going to get him on a D. Borealis Freezing Fog. A dragon. One of my favorite dragons. But the dragons are all more or less the same. You all fight them the same way with one exception. They're fun. They're nice. It's a B. Nothing to say about that. Cemetery Shade. I fought him once. Didn't do the duo. I know there's a duo. I didn't fight those. They're okay. There's nothing special about them. Again, C. Clean Rot Knight. Sorry, it's Neff. Commander Nile. I'm going to call Commander O'Neill over there as well. I thought that I beat Commander O'Neill first. He was the one in Caelid. Commander Nile, of course, was in Castle Soul. Overall, I think it was a good fight. I like the fight. I think there's a lot going on. There's a lot to learn. The summoning is a little bit off. You might want to discuss about that. I'm going to give it a solid B. Blackblade Kindred. That's the one at the elevator of Rold. Yeah, it's okay. There's nothing more to say about that. It's a C. Black Knife Assassin. Again, a C. It's not that interesting. It's a good fight. There's nothing going on that is really interesting. And the same goes for Bloodhound Knight Darrell. Love a Bloodhound fan. Not gonna lie about that. But the fight itself is bad. Bolt Carrier Knight. I cannot remember if I fought him, so I'm not gonna rank him. Just to be on the safe side. Commander O'Neill. Well, we spoke about him with Commander O'Neill as well. Nile. They're the same. They're more or less the same thing. It's a B. Crucible Knight. F. Hate the fucker. Think it's a horrible thing. I really needed to upgrade everything that I had. It was absolutely horrendous. Not a lot of fun. Really hated it. F. Crystallians. D. If you have the stance broken, it's a really easy fight. Really easy. So yeah, D. Decaying. We already spoke about Borealis Freezing Fog. One thing, I'm not going to rank them on, because that's important to notice. Some people will say, sometimes you have to say it's a better, if a fight is better. Only with A and S tires, I'm going to rank them as I see fit. So if it's an A or an S, I'm going to change it up a little bit. Decaying Enzicus, B. It's a dragon. Demian, Maggie, Margot, and Demian, Queen, Maggie, and Margot. There's another Demian, Queen as well. Yeah, they're fine. Nothing specific. They're actually quite easy if you know what you're doing. See. Demium Chief, more or less the same thing. It's fine. There's nothing going on, so I'm going to put it on a C as well. And the same goes for Divine Bridge Golem. Yeah, it's not that. Well, actually, I'm going to put him on D because it's a very easy thing to do if you know what you're doing. Dragonkin Soldier of Noxtella. It's going to be into the B category.
Tactical nuke incoming!
G with the raid. Thank you for that. And G is thinking, what the fuck is he doing? I am ranking the Elden Ring bosses. The last thing I'm going to do with Elden Ring for this year, I'm going to rank the bosses that I've fought. Also, thank you for sharing community with me. How's G doing? Sorry for the Monday stream. Wasn't planning on it, but sometimes it just goes that way. My apologies. Yes, sir. Cheers. By the way, I'm really loving Ghost of Tsushima. That story is fantastic. That story is absolutely great. Since down here, I was just having a conversation with G. Just a short moment to actually ask you to like and subscribe to the channel. You know, I'll try to post more. Also, I'm going for a partner next year on Twitch. So if you'd like, follow my channel. More Elden Ring will come later. I'm going to take a break, but not for long. Hope to see you there. Let's continue the video. Who's my god mod again? Says Chimera G is the mod on Twitch. Give him a follow, link below. So let's get to the next. Dragon Soldier of Noxtella. So solid B, as I said. Then Erdtree Avatar. Erdtree Avatar is the first one was good, and then the second one was more or less the same, and then the third one also had Scarlet Rot, and then I started hating him, and overall, I think it's a D. There's not a lot of things to do, and the same goes actually for Erdtree Royal Watchdog. They're all more or less the same. Not really a fan. No, it's a D. As you can see, there's no A or S yet. I think you know kind of where my A or S is going to be. Askar, Priest of Blood. I don't know if I have beaten him, so I'm not going to rank him. I don't think I did that, so we're not going to do that. Then we have Falling Star Beast. Falling Star Beast is okay. Nothing special. The fully grown one is nice. I like that one. I don't think that's on here. If he will be on there, I'm going to rank him on a B, but this is a solid C. There's nothing special about him. Feltwins. Feltwins I beat today. I did not know this fight existed. I was way overpowered. I have a thing for duos, and it's not a good thing. I think if I wasn't overpowered, it was going to be in the B section, so that's what we're still going to do. Dragonkin Soldier, C. Move on. Dragon Lord will say the sex. If you've watched this stream, you know how we think about Dragon Lord Placitus X. It's S tier. S tier. That fight is absolutely fantastic. I think it's absolutely great. I'm going to put it on S. And this is going to be, as I said, S and A. I'm going to rank it as I think is best. This has been the best fight of the game. I truly believe that. My opinion. And duos do so. But that is the absolute best fight of the game. That's S tier. That's going there. I'm fully aware of that. Elden Beast. This is my first very interesting thing because Elden Beast, the fight itself, I think Elden Beast is A tier. It's not S tier. It's a good fight. Don't get me wrong. I like the mechanics. I like how it works, but it's not up there on S. It's nowhere near Placitus X. I'm going to put it on A. Very nice fight. Loved it to death. Keeping it there. Elmar of the Briar. Sorry. Bellbearing Hunter. You have to do this. I'm going to put this on D as well. I hate the Bellbearing Hunter fight, so I also hate Elmar of the Briar because they're more or less the same. Fuck them. Just no. VS Champion. F. There's not even a doubt. That is an F. Fire Giant. Fire Giant is difficult. The problem is that I one-shot him. And I think I got lucky there. Um, I'm going to put it on A. It's a good fight, don't get me wrong. But I think if you pay attention, you can do it. Flying Dragon Agil. It's a dragon. B. Full grown Falling Star Beast. Now, we had the Falling Star Beast on C. The full grown beast is better. I like it better. It is faster. The first thing that happened with him, very simple. I got hit, loved it, fell down. It's going to be in a B because I think it's better than Falling Star Beast, but not by much. But it's better than also Dragonkin Soldier and all of that's over there. So I'm going to put it over there. Hey, look, it's a dragon. You know the rule. But dragon goes to, indeed, it goes to B. Godfrey the Gifted. Didn't fight him. Not going to rank him. Godfrey the First Elden Lord. There's a problem for me with this fight. Godfrey has two things. It has the Omen fight and it has the real fight with Horaloo. I don't see Horaloo in here. So what we're going to do... I thought the Horaloo fight was S tier. I think Horaloo is absolutely fantastic. I think it's one of the best fights in the game. The Omen one I didn't like that much. I'm still gonna put it on S because Horaloo was just the thing. It made me really, really not scared, but yeah, I think it's a fantastic thing. I think the story behind it is great. I thought the cinematics were fantastic. Again, I got lucky. Yeah, he's going on C. Godric the Grafted, very interesting boss. The problem with Godric is he came after Margit. Margit, I have a special thing for. Right now, I'm doing something that I should not be doing, and that is actually showing my children which bosses I fought. I'm going to show them the really quick one, and then show them how I did them. And then I saw Godric again, and I like the second part of it with the fire and stuff. I thought that is absolutely fantastic. But it's not up there on S. I'm not even sure if it's an A. If I compare it to Fire Giant is way better. If I compare it to Elden Beast, it's way better. I'm sorry. I'm going to put it on B. It's a B tier. It's a great fight. There's a lot going on. It's just not there. Godskin Apostle. Godskin Apostle is a little bit of a different... It is a difficult one to think about. The same goes for Godskin Noble. I like Godskin Noble better. I have to be extremely honest with you. This one is more forgiving than Godskin Noble. Godskin Duo, however, is a different story. I'm going to put... Okay, so I'm going to get Godskin Apostle on C. Godskin Noble on B. And then Godskin Duo can go fuck itself. It goes to D. Because that fight is just bullshit. The way they're doing that, it's absolutely horrible. I hate it. I'm not going to do it. Fuck it. Next. Grafted Scion. It's the boss that will actually kill you at the first, and then you go back after the bell fries. I like the boss. It's a C. It's solid. There's nothing specific. It's a solid fight. Greyford Duelist. The problem with Gravewater Duelist is that it did not make any impression. Just none. I fought it. I beat it. It's just no. It's F. Kindred of Rot. I have fought it. I'm just not sure if I fought it as a boss. I'm not going to rank it. Leonine Misbegotten. Actually, the one in Weep Peninsula with Castle Morn. The problem that I have with Leonine Misbegotten is the same that I have with the Beast of Fair Missoula. It's a good boss, but you'll get her again or him again in that is in the Halleck Tree. Yeah, it's a C. Lich Dragon Fortisax, just beating it. I was overpowered. It had Deathblight. That already gives it a lesser ranking because Deathblight can go just fuck itself. B. Although the fight is better than most of the other dragon fights over there, so I'm going to put him there. Hello. Because this is a good fight, except for the Deathblight, which just should not be here. Lion Guardian, it's not a boss. F. Loretta, Knight of the Halleck Tree. Loretta, Knight of the Halleck Tree, and Royal Knight Loretta are the same. They're just the same. So I'm going to rank them as one. Take your time, G. Enjoy your turn. I like those fights. I one-shot them both. So it's a good fight. It's not difficult, though. Especially if you do it like I did. I used a... I just Mimic for everything. I do like the fight. Both of them I'm going to rank in one go. I'm going to put them on B. They're the same. B it is. Matt Pumpkinhead. It's not a boss. F. Mimic tier. If you can cheese a boss with taking off your armor, taking off your weapons, and then go in there, get all your armor and weapons again, and beat him, it's not a boss fight. It is not fair. It is not okay. You shouldn't be doing that. It's an F. Just no. Miranda the Blight Bloom. Hey, you've heard this before. It's not a boss. You know, you see her later. I just ran into her again in the Subterranean Shunning Fields. It's not a boss. It's an F. Mog. Mog the Omen and Mog Lord of the Blood. They're going to be ranked differently. And there's one reason for that. It is the one attack of Mog Lord of Blood, which makes him the S tier, and Mog the Omen, which I've just beaten, just a B. Because Mog the Omen is not that. It just isn't. Mog the Omen is a B tier, because although it has the same mechanics more or less, it is also a lot more boring. There's not a lot that you need to take care of. Keep your distance, step in, take a hit, take your distance again. Not very interesting. Mog the Omen goes into the B section. Lord of Blood is S tier. I think this is a fantastic fight. I think it's an absolutely fantastic thing to do. Loved it. Loved it. The Nihil thing, once I got the hang of it, I was like, yes, that is absolutely gorgeous. I love it. I love it. I love it. S tier. Can't you say anything about that? Magworm. Magworm has an issue. That is that I like the boss fight. It's just not good enough to go any higher than B. I've beaten 4 versions of him. They're all the same. It's a B fight. Melania. I'm going to make some people really mad with this pick. This was, this is the hardest boss of. No, I'm not going to follow you. Um, this is the hardest boss ever, I think, of a Souls game. Now, I haven't played a lot of Souls games, so I'm not entirely sure, but that's what I think. Um, she has a couple of attacks that are absolutely fantastic, but I cannot put her on S tier. And the reason is that I need to explain this really, really carefully. I can't put her there for one very simple reason. Although I think she is fantastic as a boss fight, um, there is too much luck involved. Yes, you can learn everything about her, but it takes a long time. And I think that although she's fantastic because of the amount of times that you actually need to try her, she's high A tier. She is almost S tier. But I cannot in goodwill put her there. I'm sorry. It is my biggest accomplishment beating her. It's fantastic. I think it's the best thing I've ever done. I can't do it. I can't. I won't. She's A. It hurts. Then again, Malekith, the Black Blade, it's S. It's not as good as Moog. It's not as good as Godfrey. It's definitely not as good as Lord Placidusax. But I think it's an absolutely great fight. The second phase is astonishingly great. I had luck with that as well. I think it's worth it. It's an S tier. Sorry. Margaret Morgoth. Margaret is a really good fight. Margaret is the moment that you suddenly realize I'm playing a Souls like. It took me 68 times to beat him. It made me go all over Limgrave and see what goes on with that. Made me level up. You know, I think great fight. But it's not up there. It's not here. This is not it. It's here. It's an A tier fight. I think it's better than Fire Giant. I do think it's better than Fire Giant. I don't think it's better than Elden Beast. This is a reality check. And that makes it a really, really good boss. But these four take the cake for now. There's going to be one surprise. So Margaret goes over there. Now that gives me a problem with Morgoth. So Morgoth is actually Margaret with a couple of extra things. And because of that, if you've beaten Morgoth actually is easy. It's not like Moog, which has a completely different set of attacks that you need to relearn. If you know how to do this, this comes kind of natural. I cannot, in good faith, put it on the same tier. I cannot. It's going to be, I'm sorry. I don't do this easy. It's here. I'm going to put it over there because I think it's a good fight. It's a fantastic fight, but it's not Margaret. It's just not. I'm sorry. Apologies. Now, Cavalry, I only fought one. I hated it. It was a D. Nox Duo. That's the one on Celia. It was okay. Nothing special. It's a D. Omen Killer. Again, it's not a boss. It's a boss when you get to it in the village of the Almenarix, and then later on, it's just an enemy. It's a hard enemy, but it's still an enemy. It has the same things. It's not a boss. It's an F. Should be there. Patches. Sorry, it's a D. Onyx Lord. Now, this is a very interesting one because I thought I didn't beat Onyx Lord. And then during my holidays, I was reading up, and suddenly I realized that I did beat him. He just did not make any, any, any dent in my memory. It was just not there. Onyx Lord is just horrible. It is not a fantastic fight. I thought it was forgettable, and forgettable goes to F. Butcher Tree Spirit, you've fought one, you fought them all, except maybe for the ones that also have the rot. I'm gonna just put it on a D. Nothing special to see here. Radagon of the Golden Order. Radagon again is a very difficult fight to rank. I look at it as this. When I fought Radagon for the first time, I actually got Radagon quite early and then went to Elden Beast. Elden Beast killed me. Radagon was difficult, but doable. I could be overleveled. I don't think I was. He has a couple of attacks that are really, really bad, but mostly it's telegraphed really well. I'm going to say that although Elden Beast is an A, Radagon is not there. It's a B. And it pains me because I think Elden Beast is great. Radagon is not there. Red Wolf of Radagon goes into B. I think it was a fantastic fight. It's in my favorite area of the game. It is in the Academy of Lucaria. Love it. Fantastic thing to do. Again, you see him later as a normal enemy, but at Red Wolf Radagon, on the place where it is, love the fight, love it, fantastic. That's on me. Rykard, Lord of Blasphemy. It is barely there, but it's going on A. The way that fight is set up with the sword that you can grab, which makes killing the serpent easier and then killing him easier. The cutscenes. I think the skulls that will chase you is an interesting thing. That fight deserves an A. I think it's a really good fight. I'm going to take that as an A. Should be there. It's there. Scaly Misbegotten. I think I've said this before. It's not a boss. It just isn't. It's going there. No, actually, this one goes there. No, this one goes there. This one goes on. No, this one goes there. Sorry, this one goes on D. It's nice. It's not fantastic, but it's okay. So Gideon Ofnir. The Traitor. The Traitor is a difficult one to rate because I think the fight is good. I just don't like that you have to fight him. But if I take that out of the whole equation, I think it's a good fight. Should be there. That's it. And he needs to be there. That's where I'm going to put him. Soldier of Godric. Now, we can say a whole lot of things about this. Soldier of Godric, of course, is just... The problem is I can't put him on F. And the reason why is that, and this is a personal opinion, I like that he's there, that you can beat him, that you have the feeling that you can actually beat the game quite easy. You need to learn what he's doing a little bit. I think I fought him 3-4 times and then I had him down. I'm going to put him in C, but only because I think that it tells you really well that you have bosses like this, and you have bosses like this. Beat these to get these. And I think that's why it should be on C. Spirit Call Snail. F. I don't get it that you actually put a boss in there that only summons, and then you let that guy sit in a corner and do nothing. Sorry, that is just, I don't know how they thought of that. Just no. Ancestor Spirit and Real Ancestor Spirit. Regal Ancestor Spirit. Very simple. I think these were beautiful fights. The atmosphere was great. I absolutely loved Siofra. And these fights were, in my eyes, an extension of that. However, not very difficult, unfortunately. If it was a little bit more difficult, it would have been a high B or an A. Now they're just C. And they're only C for the scenery. Because if I look at the fights itself, very easy, slow to get them. Both of them go into C. Renala. Here we have what I'm going to be grilled about. Renala, in my eyes, is S tier. I think Renala is a beautiful fight. I think the way to set it up is fantastic. I like how they have a first phase where you actually first need to find how to do it to get her out of the bowl, and then the second phase where she actually attacks you with everything she has. I'm in love with that fight. I'm in love with the scenery. Again, it's in one of my favorite areas of the game. It's in Academy of Raya Lucaria. I think that fight is better than Malekith because of everything, the atmosphere and everything over there. I think it's fantastic. This one was there. And I know a lot of people will not agree with this. I'm not going to care. This is my list. I think that fight is gorgeous. I think if I go into that fight as a spellcaster, I'm going to eat crow. But that is a fantastic fight. Absolutely great. It's S. Royal Revenant. I don't know if I fought him. So, if I'm not sure, I'm going to leave him out. Runebear. F. I'm not going to mince words on that. Just F. Then we have Star Scars Rodon. This one goes S. It's not as good as Malekith, but it's still fantastic. The way with the summoning, he on his little horse, the way he actually flies in at the end to just attack you, I think it's a great fight. I think it's absolutely fantastic. Yeah, that's just that, the whole atmosphere, everything there, love it. Great fight. S tier, definitely. Stone Nigger Troll, it goes to the D. It is not that hard to actually beat him. It's quite easy. He's not that challenging. Just leave it as that. Tyrion Mariner, more or less same thing. Also, I'm going to put him in D. I like the summoning. I like that every time you actually meet him in other planes, he has a different attack added to it, but it's still more or less the same. So yeah, don't just it's a very simple D over there. Tree Sentinel. I'm gonna say Draconic Tree Sentinel's in there as well. I think it is a very interesting fight to do. All of them. I've tried the double one. Not really a fan of that one. So what is my sound? I'm going to put it into a B because I think it's a really nice fight. Valiant Gargoyles, also a very interesting fight to do. I think it's probably the only twin fight together with the one with the Crucible Knight and the Misbegotten that felt honest. And because of that, I'm going to rank it differently. Because an honest fight is a fight that I will put my teeth in. It's not easy. It's a difficult fight. But all in all, I think it's well done for a twin fight. The fact that you can beat one and then the other actually works. I'm going to put him on a B. Wormface. Every boss fight that has Death Blight needs to be canceled out of this game. It's horrible that you do it. It's absolutely horrendous that you do it. You shouldn't be doing it. Is it an F boss? No, it's not that bad. It's going to be on a D, but please, FromSoft, don't do it anymore. Now, we've spoken about Valiant Gargoyles, which I thought was an honest duo fight. Doctor Virgins, Doctor, you know what I mean, is not honest. It's a duo fight that's not there. I don't like it. It's a D. Just put it there. Adam, Thief of Fire. Gonna be honest with you. I remember fighting him. I remember that it wasn't the worst fight in the world. His attacks are slow, which makes him predictable. And because of that, I'm gonna just put him on a D tier because it's not there. Alabaster Ward. I know I fought him. I can't remember. If I can't remember, it's an F. Don't know if I fought Electus, so I'm not going to put him there. Ancient Heroes of War. I know I fought him. I actually liked fighting him. I thought that was a good fight. I think I'm going to actually say that that fight was one that I liked on the Everjails. He becomes an irregular enemy later on in Mountaintops of the Giants. It's a C. It's decent. There's nothing specific about that. And then I can't rate Stars of Darkness because I haven't done him. But Estelle, Natural Born of Void, I did fight him. And again, probably take not a lot of people do. I think it's an A-tier fight. It's not as good as Rykart. I think it's a fantastic fight. Again, atmosphere makes up a lot of it. The attacks are interesting, telegraphed really well. Yeah, this is just a really interesting fight to do. You get a remembrance from it for reasons that I don't understand, but that's a different story. So this is the ranking as I would do it with all the bosses that I fight. As you can see, there are a couple that I haven't fought. Most of the big bosses I did fight, so that's all really good. But very clear winner, Dragonlord Basidisax. That is by far the absolute best boss of the game. Thank you all for watching.